What's up, guys? I am Switters. Welcome back. We are jumping into some more Modern Warfare 3 zombies, and I wasn't sure what we were gonna do exactly, but now I know. Kind of just serendipitously worked out. Okay, so we've got the Lockwoods. This is the new dual JAK conversion kit thing. If you're looking for this, by the way, and you're like, oh, I can't find it, it's not a shotgun. Which is what it looks like. It is not a shotgun. They are marksman rifles, as you can see there. And it is not a Modern Warfare 3 weapon. It is from Modern Warfare 2. Let me fix that. So when you go looking for it, keep scrolling over. Again, not shotguns, marksman rifle. Get into the marksman rifles. Scroll all the way over outside of your screen there. And you'll finally come to these marksman rifles, the Lockwood Mark II. Excuse me. So, as you can see, we also have all three new, well, these are the acquisitions, not the requisitions. We have the munitions thing with the what do you call it? The dead wire effect on detonators, basically. So that's why we have the RGL in there. We have the Sergeant's Beret, and we have the golden filter for the gas mask, which literally don't understand what the use of that is. I honestly don't know. Oh my god. We're probably not going to use that, by the way, because there's literally no reason. The only thing I can think of, because the golden gas mask, it refreshes itself, but it can break. So if you just stayed in the storm, so like if you were doing the red worm, right? You know how, like, if you had just like my regular gas mask, you can see below my character the purple upgraded gas mask, whatever it's called, the durable gas mask. So you're in the storm and you have the red worm there, and you're fighting the red worm, and then you see, you know, your mask has like 5 bars of health, and it slowly ticks down, and then you need to run over to the ammo pile every so often. About once a minute you should do it, because you're going to be refilling your, you know, ammo and your gas grenades and your whatever else as well. And you're just going over to the ammo pile and you refresh, you know, you refill, and then it refreshes your gas mask. But if you're using this golden filter thing in the storm, like in the gas, it still takes damage. It can break, just like your durable gas mask. So you would have to go over to the ammo pile and interact with that as well to refresh your gas mask. So what's the point? I mean, the only thing I can think of, literally the only thing that I can think of that this golden filter gas mask thing is good for, is for the Stormcaller storm. If you wanted to go in that and just hang out for some reason, because when you leave it, so long as your gas mask hasn't broken yet, it will heal itself. It will go back up to 100%. But why would you want to do that? I mean, if you have to do the whole Stormcaller to get the, what was it, calling card, was a mission, I think, like in Act 1 or Act 2 or something like that. I mean, 6 months ago it was a mission. Or 7 months ago. It doesn't mean, like, you can't be a new player and, like, hey, that's a thing to do now, but I just honestly don't understand the golden gas mask thing, filter. Literally makes no sense to me, other than they thought they had to give us something, so they gave us this. Okay, so since we have the Sergeant's Beret, and since we have this demolition dead wire thing, I figured why not go and try to do the new, the new Warlord, right? Might as well. So we'll give that a shot. We'll see how that goes. Honestly, I've never, I mean, I've been over to that island a couple times, but he's been dead, but I've had to fight all the, like, the soldiers that were over there still. So they don't go away. I have mags of holding, and you're like, well, okay, if you're not going to use the golden gas mask filter thing, why did you have it? Same thing with the mags of holding. It's my stash is full, so I have no room for anything else. By the way, if you want to, like, here, I only have, we might go into the Dark Aether. I have a sigil, a regular sigil here. We might do that toward the end of the stream. We're not going to bring these guns in. We're going to bring good guns. These may be great. I don't know. Although I've used these JAK Wardens or whatever they're called, the duels. You'll see. But I only have one golden armor and I only have one ether blade right now. Everything else is on cooldown, and I literally, they just came off a cooldown a couple of hours ago. And I was playing earlier today to kind of, try to increase my cooldown time, or decrease my cooldown time, rather. So as you can see, my ether blade's 42 hours left. Same thing for the armor, because I just made them earlier today. I took about, I don't know, 3 hours off of them. So, I don't know. We're going to try to do this new Warlord thing, and then we're going to test out these guns a bit. Oh, also, I wanted to show you. It just so happened. Oh, there it is. Today's challenges, get 30 kills with electric damage. That's going to happen, should happen, I would assume, with this dead wire detonator thing. And 75 criticals with marksman rifles. That's our primary. Happens to be the dual wield marksman rifles. So, if we can get some headshots, we can bang out both of these. So, kind of a nice little just bonus. Literally not planning on that at all. And I was thinking about showing you guys the bell again, but we used it the other day, and it's good. It's not amazing, though. So, if not worried about that. So let's jump in. And, yeah. If you guys have any tips on beating this new Warlord, like what to expect over there, feel free to let me know. I know that there's like, what do you call it? Like booby traps inside the house, which there have been in that house before for some other, I don't remember what it was. Some other mission, or was it a mission or a contract or something? I can't remember. But I know there were booby traps when you're going up the stairs. You had to disarm them and whatever. So, I don't know. We'll give it a shot. We'll do like a couple of regular contracts at first, and then we'll head over there. Maybe if we spawn right next to it, we'll just go directly there. This could get us killed. I don't know. I don't know honestly what to expect over there. There was a couple of things. Supposedly, they fixed a thing where the mercenaries on that island would, like, I was telling you guys about this a couple of days ago, would like super aimbot you with rockets from across, like you'd be across the water and they would just lock onto you and nail you. And also with these Mark IIs, you're gonna see, well, I'll show you in a minute. I don't know if they supposedly they fixed it, but I was using them 2 days ago. And when you went to reload them, so they have like, each gun holds 12 rounds. And when you went to reload them, let's say you got down to like 3 in the left gun and 2 bullets left in the right gun, and you went to reload. Then you'd reload, do the full animation, it was like done, and then you have 5 bullets in the left gun and 4 bullets in the right gun. And then you would have to reload again to add 2 more bullets, 2 more bullets, 2 more bullets, 2 more. Like, what the hell is the point of that? That made no sense to me whatsoever. I think that's something that they've actually fixed, or I'm assuming it wasn't meant to be, so I will say fixed. It was a bug. Let's just... Okay. So we're going to go for a reload. That does a full reload. I don't know if we want to put that on yet. I haven't used this beret thing. Okay, so now 12-12. Reload. It goes back to 12-12. Okay, so they did fix it. It'd be nice to get a dog. Let's see if we can get some kills. Some explosive kills on that, and maybe we can get ourselves a puppy. That didn't kill it? Oh, I thought we had it there. Oh, I don't have... I do not have... there we go. I don't have PhD on yet, so not a good idea to be using that so close. Let's just check this reload thing again. Okay, go back to 12 again. So it's they did fix it. I thought it was something that they were like. I didn't think it was. I thought it was intentional, which would have been really stupid, but it's not. It was just a bug. Okay, so they fixed that, so that's good. Let's just go ahead and get ourselves a dog. That glitch is still happening. If we can get one more piece of meat, it doesn't really matter, but... Alright, let's just go get a dog. Always nice to have a puppy around. Plus, that way, if we can keep him alive until then, of course. If we go over to do this... warlord guy, and something bad happens, he can pick us up. Although, the dogs have been bugged lately, too. I called one in a couple days ago, and he came out like that. He made the sound, and then I turned around, ran away to go to the next, whatever objective I was doing. And that was it. The last I heard from the dog, he was just gone forever. It was a tier 2 dog, just gone. Don't know what the hell happened to him. And also, I was in the Dark Aether again. Well, no, I told you guys about, well, if you were here yesterday, although not a lot of you were. I wish more people were into Skur Ritual, because I would love to stream that more, but the views just don't really cut it, man. So maybe once a week or something for that. Let's go get this. Do we have
Bounty hunt contract available?
We'll get that vehicle.
Got a truck here.
I forget what I was gonna say. Yeah, Skur is fun, but just like the people that watch are into it, but it just doesn't get a lot of views. And then like after the stream is over, that's it. There's like nobody searching that stuff out. So like that ends the viewership. Whereas like I streamed this will double in views, overnight or something like that. From when however many I had, or triple or whatever. It depends on how new the thing is that we're doing. So anyway, it is what it is. Not a big deal. 2 monkey bombs. I will take extra plates. All the extra plates I can carry. Thank you. Let's go get this vehicle. And then I think we're gonna go pretty much after this. Oh, he's not even there. Okay, that sucks. Okay, well, I didn't use the detonator things or the sergeant's beret, so I might keep those until the next game, because I want to test that out over there. Both of those things I want to test over there. So I guess we're gonna save that. That's kind of, yeah. Today's been a week, right? They always do it every time. It's like you load into a map, it's there for the first week, but then I guess today is the 8th day, technically, so it will start being other places. So we're not going to do this brand new... Well, not this game, anyway.
You are about to meet one of Hugo's most wanted. Give him a nice deadbolt welcome, will you?
Like, these guns, like, they're okay, and now that that whole reload situation is fixed, it's definitely better, but... I mean, I don't think anybody's going to be like, oh, this is amazing. No, we don't need any more. Well, you know what? Just in case something happens to him. Alright, so let's head into tier 2 here. We are double packed. Let's go have a look and see what we can do and how good these guns do. I used them only once. I think they're like level 4 or something like that. I mean, I've barely used them, so I haven't even tested them out in tier 3 at all yet. In tiers 1 and 2, they seem to like do okay. I mean, I don't have a legendary tool to waste on them. They seem okay, but not... I mean, you think you're getting like dual weapons, and it's like... I don't know. For me, I'm just expecting it's going to be badass and kind of destroy a bit, but it's not really the case with these. But we'll see. And we need to get ourselves jugs so we can use our RGL. We're not going to, again, I'm not going to waste... Well, I could make another one. I think I have another one that I can craft right away, so maybe we will use it. We'll quote-unquote waste it. I would like to get some points fairly quickly, though, if we can. and triple pat both of these things. Maybe we can head into tier 3 and farm some ooh, leggy. And farm some crystals and some legendary ether tools would be nice. Ooh, reload, come on. As you can see, it's not super overpowered or anything. Leave my dog alone. I mean, like, and when I say it's not overpowered at all, I mean at all. Good lord. Okay. Oh, come on. I wish that visual bug would go away. We are getting some lag. Do you see that? The gun just kind of paused there for a minute. Okay. Ooh. Okay, when this starts happening, I generally like to just leave the game. We are lagging. Dude, one green ether tool in tier 2? I mean, it's not like, oh, it's tier 2, it's so difficult, but you should get a better reward than that, man. That's dumb. What the hell? Okay, we're gonna get rid of that.
Time to go.
There's no chance we're gonna get. Ooh, that lagged there too. We're gonna get lucky and have PhD close to us. Nah. Yeah, normally, like if this started happening, we're getting experiencing quite a bit of lag already. I would just go right to an exfil. I mean, we're not gonna do that though. If the game crashes, it crashes. What do you want from me? I mean, we've been in the game for less than 10 minutes. We used, you know, a couple of good crystals and ether tools and stuff. I mean, not legendary, but still.
Fletcher's outfitted a stronghold nearby. Expect increased enemy movement in your AO.
Lots of the, like, it's like mercenaries are all over the place now that we have, they're like, hey, we gave you the beret. Like, mercenaries there, we got mercenaries here. I just noticed it this afternoon when I was playing, like, just mercenaries everywhere, man. And, by the way, they seem to be, like, really good shots now, again. Like, remember at the beginning of the game? The very beginning? It was crazy, like, they never missed. Like, ever missed. And it seems that that's the case again. And they also, like, they're kind of in places where you just can't see them. Oh, dog put his balls right in my face.
I'm loading.
All right, that's not everybody, but let's just. Okay. No. Repair. Jesus. Okay. All the little things add up to make it really annoying. But that's okay. You know what? It's good. I'm happy about it. Just a little something extra to do. That's fun.
Terminus chopper inbound.
Oh, guy, come on. All right, helicopter. That helicopter just flew over. I mean, a real one over here just flew over real low. Dude, my car got wrecked. We got stuck on that bridge for a minute. Dude, speaking of getting wrecked, my Bruins. Oh man, they lost 6-1 today. I mean, yeah, 2 days ago they won 5-1. So, hey, fair's fair, and they were both on the road in Florida. So
Looks like Fletcher's gonna have to find another way to keep his teams armed.
we're go. Oh, dude, I love the freaking Scorcher, man. I can't. I mean. I wish I could. I wish I could. I can't. I wish I could. Wouldn't you think marksman rifles, like, I don't know, I would just think like we would have been able to kill those regular zombies right there, like, way faster. Like, way faster.
Bounty hunt contract available.
I don't know, these guns are... I don't know. And like the new one for today, right? It's the AMR9, the conversion kit, to make it a 5-round burst SMG. I mean, who's begging for that? I know it's like it's not just for zombies people too. It's like for multiplayer and all that as well. But I don't know. That doesn't seem like something I'd be dying to get. I mean, I'm gonna do it, but and this is I briefly looked over the challenges. And it's like for the first, you know, normally it's like, you know, we got a marksman here like to upgrade. So you have to do marksman rifle challenges and, you know, et cetera, that kind of thing. Dude, this thing sucks. But yeah, like for this SMG, they've got challenges for like 6 different types of weapon. Oh, for the love of God, shoot. Come on, dog, get him. I'm out of ammo. That's not stopping him? Are you kidding? That doesn't prevent him from... Okay. Alright, that one did. Good lord. This is ridiculous. Like if your dual wield special guns are not enough to even come close to killing a mini boss, like why do you even have them? Maybe that's just me. You know what we could do? I mean, that's a zombie right there with no armor. Taking multiple headshots. Okay. Whatever. So, basically now I have this, I have Deadwire on my RGL anyway. Rather, like isn't it basically the same thing? I mean, what's the difference? Is there a difference? Kind of want to do this again just to see how bad it is. By the way, I didn't even actually see where... It's not there. Again, we checked here. It's not here. Oh, it can be... Yeah, it's up here.
Marking Warlord. Stay sharp.
I mean, we're not going to go and do that, because what's the point? I mean, you can get a wonder weapon. You're guaranteed a wonder weapon every time now, but we just flat out don't need or want it right now. I would have had that Scorcher. Take that back. Getting a Scorcher in tier 2, like when I can't actually use it. That's my kind of luck right there. Okay, let's hit the ammo pile before we go, because
You have to catch them, right?
we're definitely gonna need it. It
Catching
seems.
that target. My team will get his DNA.
You didn't make a sound coming up on me. Yeah, they're just, I mean, it's just not strong. That's a lot of shots for tier 2 zombies with no armor, man. For a gun that's double pack-a-punch with the purple ether tool. Make sure we pick up that ammo, because we're going to need it. Okay. Let's go get this guy.
I read the target is in your area. Keep your head on his swivel.
Alright, we're going to have to do a little crowd control.
Fucking hell!
Oh no, we have a disciple. Oh, we're never gonna get out of this now. What the hell? See? Mercenaries, man. Holy sh... They're just all over the place now. We could put the beret on. I'm trying, Chip. I'm trying. These things are terrible, dude. Ah, stop hitting me.
Energy mine going out!
Put on. Oh, Jesus. I'm trying to put on, like... I don't know why. I don't know if it was during the update or what, but there was a lot of things. Oh, you know what? I'm kind of conflating two different things now. I'm thinking of yesterday. I was like, I was having an issue with the amount of time it took me to swap, like before you could do anything with another weapon. But that was actually from yesterday. From what do you call it? From Skur. What the fuck? Oh my god. There's another one that just came over. Is there any ammo here? Oh, these guns are so bad, dude. Did they fix the disciples? No. is the short answer. I mean, the regular disciples are normal. It's the HVTs are still, like... I mean, I would call them broken. Just pop that down because why not use it? And these guys are driving me nuts. So there's a lot more now. Like I've absolutely noticed. And one of the this is some kind of I don't know if it's a weekly challenge or whatever going on right now as well. That you need to. Oh, it's for the Code for Vets thing that they're doing. You have to, like, if you're, you know, the special challenge for whatever, the week, the month, whatever it is. You have to destroy, like, 32 of these, the counter UAVs that these guys fly. $20 revive. Yeah, it was like a, which I'll obviously never get because I'm always playing solo. But... yeah, so I noticed earlier today, like, all of a sudden there are just, I mean, it's mercenaries everywhere. And I do actually have the beret on me at the moment.
Fucking hell!
All clear.
These guns suck so bad.
It's hard until there's nothing.
I just don't feel like using it because I want to use it. Well, I think, again, I think I have a second one, like, that I can make. So, I guess it's not that big a deal. But, yeah, there's just mercenaries, like, all over the map now. That's twice we've been doing, like, a different contract or whatever, and then all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, I'm getting beamed from behind. That doesn't sound right. Okay. Where is Pack? Okay.
Have eyes on a pack of
Let's go triple pap these things, and maybe we can be okay. And like, this is obviously we're not going to go. We're not messing around in tier 3 with these dual JAK Wardens. They're terrible. They're very weak. So it's pointless. Although I do want to get a couple of perks. Is the machine here? Of course it's not here right now. Why not do the death perception Easter egg since you were there? Which death perception Easter egg? Are you talking about for the oh, car.
I'll get us there.
For the item? For the Dark Aether? Is that what you're talking about? That's at I-7. Okay, we do have... Let's see if I can get up there. Oh, now we got a mimic. I love turning around and like the whole lobby's like chasing you. Like, ah! Here, let's do this. If we can get off quick enough.
Toss a monkey bomb.
Okay, I need... Ooh, he almost grabbed me. Nope. I'm not even going to get a chance to get these perks. Am I? Or am I? Oh, stuck on the thing. Climb the top of tower and fly. Throw the what? Oh, to get depth perception? Dude, no. Yeah, I know how to... Thank you. Yeah, I know. No, doggy. Go away. Oh, I literally don't even have any more armor. Okay. I can't do it with these two guns. I just wanted to get PhD, man. I'm taking damage from that far away with splash damage? Like, come on. That's a little bit far, man. We can help this guy a little bit. Oh, he went up. Okay, never mind. He should be fine. Oh. Dead shot. Oh, you know something? We need a buy station. There's nothing over here.
ATV marked.
I mean, there's like nothing over here. We gotta go get ourselves some armor. These guns are terrible, man. Like these dual wields, the JAK Wardens, the Mark IIs, Lockwood Mark II. They're so bad. They're just weak. There's not a lot of ammo. You're not gonna come up so I can shoot you?
Bonus points.
He went around. Oh, did my dog not make it out of there, by the way? Oh, Christ.
Time to
Let's just
go.
go. Stop this shit. Come on, man. What are you doing? Where's the goddamn buy station? I gotta go all the way down there for a buy? Yeah, so we used them, in case you just got here, we used them, we were double papped with we have the purple ether tool on it, and we were in tier 2, and we were doing a tier 2 HVT. It was a disciple, and we literally went through all of our ammo trying to kill him, and we still, it wasn't enough. Okay, where?
Light an energy charge.
Come on. At least we can have a little bit of fun with it at the moment. We got 2 of them now.
Threat down.
See, if we could just use these, we'd have fun. You know something? Let's go check now. Maybe if we get some meat on the ground. We got a doghouse right here. Get ourselves another dog. If you take these into tier 3 solo and you actually like stay there for a while and do some contracts and stuff, you're my hero. Because these are not good, man. I mean, when I first saw them too, I think like most people, like, ooh, dual wield shotguns? Those are going to be so much fun. And it's like, oh, they're not shotguns. It's marksman rifles. Like, well,
Terminus has resorted to using smaller
they
weapons.
must have made them really strong. It's dual wield marksmen. It's kind of odd. I mean, it's a marksman rifle. You wouldn't think you would dual wield them. The kind of, where's the accuracy? So maybe they would at least make them really strong. But nuh-uh. I mean, that's point blank.
Base tango removed. I'll get us there.
Okay, well, we know they're not, you know, whatever. What more is there to say about it? What's up, Big Nap? How you doing, man? There's just nothing else to say about it. They're not good. So they're not even. I mean, if you can kind of get a rhythm going, you're like bang, bang, left, right, left, right, left, right. It is kind of a little bit. At least it looks kind of cool. I wouldn't say they're fun to use, even though like. I don't know. There's kind of nothing about them that I really kind of dig. Oh, here we go. Hey, more mercenaries. What do you know? It's crazy. It's like every gas station has mercenaries now. And they're always patrolling.
Bang. Find me at the extraction point.
It's like, well, we gave you a beret. Oh, okay. I think that's a 3-day cooldown as well, by the way.
As you were, Strike King. As you were.
Speaking of, though, let's do a couple more contracts just so we can earn some more points to get, I was going to say increase the cooldown, but you know what I mean, decrease the time of the cooldown. Jeez, they're all coming out over here. Must have been here for the game. Like, you get that nice little rhythm going, and again, it's a little bit fun, at least for that, but I wouldn't recommend you actually use them. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? Anything?
Bounty hunt contract available.
Alright, as we're driving over there, keep your eye out for me. If you see... What the hell? Was there a pebble on the field that just stopped us dead in our tracks there? Okay. I don't know what's up with this game, man. Did you see? Like, you saw that though, right? Like, all of a sudden, I know it's weird sometimes because like I'm pressing buttons and you guys can't see. I'm trying to reload and like sometimes. Supposedly they just fixed this for Warzone like today, so I was hoping actually we would notice something. And I don't know if I've been in a situation to notice it yet, but like when you're around a bunch of stuff on the ground, like it happens oftentimes when you're going into the garages to do cargo contracts because you have to kill the 2-3 soldiers inside. They drop stuff. There could be, zombies will also follow you in there. You can kill them. There ends up being a lot of stuff on the ground, and you're trying to either reload before you get into the car, or you're just trying to get into the car, but you end up picking up a gun or doing whatever. And anyway, now supposedly as of today, but again, they did specifically state for Warzone that it's better or more accurate now. Like if you like, I have it on. Eric had told me, because he plays like Warzone. This is like back at the beginning of when the game just came out. He's like, put it on, tap to interact and hold to reload. And I did, and it's great for items. But when it comes to that reload, it really can be a nightmare because it's just like if you're standing on anything that can be interacted with. Okay, where's that going? Anywhere? Like you literally cannot. Oh god, you literally cannot reload. And you'll just be stuck there. So again, supposedly they fixed that for Warzone today, but I was hoping they would have done it for, because this is basically Warzone with zombies on it, right? Or DMZ, but DMZ's not a mode anymore. And if you're wondering like why am I not using the dual wields is because they don't do shit against disciples. Whoa, okay. Sure. We're almost there. There we go. Yay. Alright, let's see what we actually got in here. Sure, why not? Well, the good news is at least triple papped in tier 2, you can handle the regular manglers decently fast. So that's good. That's about it. What is that? Oh, okay. Oh, we just looted like 60. Yeah. That was one of the things. So it's that code for vets thing. It's that big monthly challenge or seasonal challenge, whatever. That's going on right now. So it's for a good cause, helping veterans find work after they leave the military. So
cargo contract here.
anything you can do to help that. I mean, especially if you're just playing the game anyway, or just even from playing a game, you're helping somehow. All right, let's just do this final contract, and then we've got, yeah, I think I triple papped it before. I was like, why don't I have? I thought I had more points, but we triple papped these things.
Hijack this shipment. I want a 5-finger discount on those Saturn guns.
No thanks, buddy. Is he literally just gonna follow me?
Get that garage opened up. Don't want to hang around.
I'm reloading!
Why? I mean, I saw you invite me. If I wanted to, I would have joined by now, right?
Time to go!
Okay. Anyway.
I don't want to stress you out, bruv.
He doesn't care, by the way.
Bloody helicopter.
Not about a damn thing. So, actually, now that I'm thinking towards next game. Hopefully we get that mercenary, the new mercenary, because I want to do that. I have the sergeant's spray thing, and I want to bring in the RGL. I have the RGL, but I want to bring it in again, and I want to actually use the dead wire detonator things on it, just to check it out. Maybe I'll bring in the sigil to go into. Maybe we'll go into tier 4 as well, same time. That's the thing about these guns too, is like you gotta be pretty accurate. And since you can't aim down sight from range, like at least with a controller, I don't know if you're mouse and keyboard people are like, it's way easier. I don't know. Actually, let's try to get one more contract in. It's on the way. Yeah, just all in all, like, or the overall, as far as these JAK Wardens go, is like, nope. What a waste. Could have been fun. Could have been awesome. Should have at least been fun. It's neither. they're just not good. That's all it boils down to, I guess. Unfortunate.
The mercs are moving arms near you in a lone vehicle. Commandeer it.
Oof. Who, these mercs?
That door open sharp.
The dead ones?
That LTV ain't gonna steal itself.
Alright. Well, let's go, let's go, let's go. Have you guys noticed, like, is there just more zombies,
Called in a healer.
like,
Watch
as
your
of in the last, at least since Season 3 Reloaded, maybe, but maybe even since in the last few days than normal? I mean, I could just be completely wrong about that. It just feels like on the road, just moving, like, through the normal map. Not doing anything in particular, just moving through the map. There's just more zombies. And they'll just spawn in over and over and over and over again. Like, just, I don't know. Feels to me like there's more. You know what's funny too is in the new Dark Aether. I was doing the tier 5 the other day. And we did it a couple of times, but you know, the one time we did the to get the blueprint, we did the spores. Like the hidden kind of Easter egg deal, you know, and there's the I think it's the disciple you beat there as well, right? But there are parts in the one of the things that you can pick up, one of the items that you can pick up doing the like the kind of main quest of it all is you know, it marks the zombies, and then if you mark the mini bosses and then kill them, you get a nuke. So it makes like going like doing the escort step in there like much easier, or you know, it makes it easier. I wouldn't say much, but it definitely makes it easier. But anyway, it's like it happened a few times, and it's just like all of a sudden there's a couple times where like, okay, you just killed all the zombies, then you realize like, oh, it's completely, there's nothing going on right now. There's like, it's quiet. It's kind of like, oh, it's quiet, a little too quiet, you know, one of those kinds of deals. And then all of a sudden it's literally a wall of zombies. Like they all come at you at one time. There is no like releasing them a little bit. It's just all of a sudden all the zombies are there for you. It's like, what the hell is going on, man? No freaking joke.
Everyone at base is safe. Strike team, you're the ones in real danger here.
All right, I don't even know where we're gonna
I'll
find
get us there.
where the exfils are. I mean, we're fine, but storm is over there. Oh, okay. This is like nothing. Normally tier 2 would be no problem. These guns, no, I actually don't want to do a tier 2 exfil with them. And I have the, I'm looking for a doghouse. I didn't see it. Oh, you know what? Could it be here? No, that's speed. Okay. So let's just go. Well, we can make it over there. Party stored north end tier 1. Did you see one? Oh, good eyes, man. I did not see that. We can make this one. Let's make it. It'll be fun. Let's see if we can get. Let's see if we can make this one.
Undead hostile terminated.
I think we can. Good eyes on that, though. I did not. I totally did not see that at all. That just freaked me out. I looked away real quick, and then I looked back, and there was that dog floating and hanging in the middle there. The circle, like, ball of fire, like weirdness dog. Like, what the hell is that? All right, we gotta stop running over zombies because our car's gonna die. Okay. Please don't crash into zombies. Don't spawn in front of me. Oh, you son of a biscuit. Do we have a vehicle down? Oh, you know what we can do? Oh, we'll just take this truck. I was gonna say we could start the contract, and then just cancel it. But we'll just take this truck.
Time to go.
Got the hoopty man, the clown mobile. It's the circus. Yeah, so just in case, I mean, I'm trying to unlock all of the JAK conversion kits throughout like the whole year, just for doing it, something to do, right? But the ones that they have the challenge for this week don't sound very good. But it's the AMR9. It turns it into what is it, like a 5-round burst gun, which, I mean, it's an SMG. I don't like burst SMGs. Period. But we'll do it, and then this one, these JAK Wardens they're pretty terrible, man. I gotta be honest, like they're pretty gosh darn terrible. Maybe if you could put extended mags on them or something, or maybe there's some different kind of slugs that you can put on them, different kind of ammunition type, that would be better. I'll show you what I have on it when we leave after this game. But. Just not very good. Really, just not very good. And again, I just kind of, you know, like a simple test is, can you kill an HVT? Or do you have to, like, do you run out of ammo when you're even trying to do something as simple as that? And that's what happened to us. In fairness, the Disciple HVTs are definitely a little bit broken again, but still. Oh, there's the storm. Okay, let's go. I was going to mess around and get some kills for a little while longer, but let's go.
We are en route. Can someone tell Dogs to heat us up some leftovers?
So what do you guys think? What is the reason for, like, is there a mission coming up where the golden gas mask filter will actually be good and useful? Because I genuinely do not, I flat out don't see any point to it whatsoever. You know what? I want to check out that new chart. Oh, it's not new. I mean, I guess we've had it for like a week, and I just never bothered looking at it. But that you get for doing the new mission, this new story mission. Oh, I'm not. I was gonna say I forgot about the headshots for the marksman rifles for the daily challenge, but I gotta be honest with you, I don't really feel like using those things again ever. I mean, like I said, maybe there's some stuff on it now that you can unlock that's will actually make the guns good, but so I put on this muzzle here because the hip fire makes the hip fire and the bullet the pellet spread tighter. So you're dual wielding, you literally have to hip fire. So that's why I had that on there. Underbarrel wouldn't matter when you've got a dual wield on, so that means nothing. I'm using these 410 gauge slugs. There's incendiary ones. I don't know how good those would be. And this gauge ball, I have no idea. Hipfire attack stance is very good, blah, 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 etc. This is supposed to be like the major upgrade in damage, though, which is why I put them on. And we still, we really weren't doing a lot of damage, man. So can't even, you know, use any of these other things. So I don't know what you would do to make this good. I mean, I don't think a new laser is going to do anything really special. So, yeah. Okay. So let's have a look and see what we even have right now. So again, we have the dead wire detonators. What I really want is for the new mercenary, the new warlord guy to show up on his island. And then if he does, we're going to put this dead wire detonator on, and we're going to put this sergeant's spray thing on. We can also use magnet holding or whatever if we want to, but and I can make another one of each of those. And other than that, I'm really just trying to get the cooldowns going on the other stuff that I have. I don't even have good ether tools right now. I mean, I have a couple of legendary ones that I have in there to hang on to, but mostly what I really would like to do right now is this new warlord. So we'll put on one of each of these for, well, pack a punch both of our weapons. We can put, even though they're not great, we could put ether tools on them. And then we can just kind of upgrade and do contracts and stuff and see kind of where we get. And hopefully, well, we also need, that's something we need to do. Maybe we'll just like grab a car real quick and try to head in and out of tier 3 real fast and just like get speed cola and, oh, you know what? Never mind. We're going to get PhD right off the rip here. Okay. And, oh, I thought I swapped something out. Still 2020 here? Shoot. I haven't even used it, and I'm considering just trashing my golden gas mask things. Because, again, I don't know when the hell I'll ever use it. And something that, well, we'll talk about that in a second. All right, so we're going to just load in with this. It is what it is. We can go get speed cola, hopefully, real quick. I am going to, as this is loading up, I am going to run to the restroom, and then we're going to hopefully do the new warlord real fast. By the way, I was just thinking, and I know you're going to say, I know what you're going to say already, but as Bull was saying there, you know, like go jump through the rings and get the, you know, for death perception, the free perk. And then you remember, so there's a little Easter egg you can do basically for every, to get a free perk, for one for each of every perk in the game. You got speed cola, you know, you do the jump, you do right near there's the fire, and if you throw, you know, Molotov on the campfire, you can get free jug, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. There is not one guaranteed way, though, that, as far as I'm aware, that anybody has ever found to every time, and I'm stressing, every time, He is there. Okay, we're gonna get down there on the double.
Stay sharp.
To every time get elemental pop. Yes, you can go into tier 3. You can do the whole pay your respects thing. You do not always. You are certainly not guaranteed. Let's go get this car.
Vehicle here.
To get elemental pop when you do that. I've done it a bunch of times when I didn't get it. I'm not sure I've actually ever gotten it elemental pop from doing that, actually. Oh, there's a guy over here. Let's
I'll get us there.
You okay, buddy? I mean, I hope he's okay. Okay. So, all I want to do right now is go get speed cola. Unless there's one, like, right... No, we got elemental, speaking of. Right there. So, and then we're going to go do the new warlord. Just because I haven't done this one yet. It's the only one I haven't done. I mean, he's the new one, right? So, and I didn't bother last week. Can I make it? Oh, watch out for that massive tree there that will stop us in our tracks. Still love how they put those massive banners on your screen, just blocking everything you see. Just like that. Such a great idea. Glad they did it. Alright. I just want speed cola. You guys leave me alone. Speed cola. Oh shoot, I went the wrong way. Oh! Okay, we're gonna have to use a monkey. We're gonna have to use a monkey. We're gonna have to use a monkey right now.
Monkey bomb is live.
Yeesh. Might as well. Whoa, whoa. Okay, we're gonna get out of here. Thank you, please, very much. They're gonna destroy my car before I even leave, but that's okay because the river's right here. We can jump in and get across. Now we're gonna find a buy station and we're gonna buy some armor. We're gonna make sure that can't make it over that. We're going to make sure. You know what? We're gonna take this vehicle here. We're gonna make sure that the warlord is still there, and then we're gonna pop the dead wire detonator things and the beret and all that nonsense. I mean, cool new stuff. Is that really the only buy? Let's go to this one.
Got a buy station here.
Got a buy station, are we? I think the river over there, so I can't cut across. I have to go around. Zippity zim zam. Yes, that was correct. Get over there. Dude, every gas station now. It's crazy. My head looks like a potato too. Okay. Alright. I mean, you're saying two, so obviously you're saying mine looks like a potato, so thank you for that. Alright. Let's go get this armor, and then I'm literally going to put this beret thing on and just walk right over there. I mean, obviously I can't walk to the... it's on an island. Can't walk over there, but we'll hop right over there and see what happens. Be awesome if we can get a little bit of meat for a dog right now. Didn't have very much money.
One less undead.
Explosive kills. Give me some meat, please. Looks like it's there, but it's not. Aha! Now, the other question is, if I bring a dog, will the dog give me away? I don't know. We're gonna do it anyway. Hello. Come on, pup. Okay, let's just make sure it... Okay, it is still there.
Warlord, stay sharp.
I have the flamethrower on, by the way. Because why not? I mean, it's no good for HVTs and mini bosses anymore, but for regulars, I don't know about mercenaries though. All right, let's go ahead and we're gonna use that. We're gonna use that. And you put the disguise on. Let's use mags of holding, cause sure. So the zombies are gonna still come for us because, I mean, obviously, right? That makes sense. We're gonna take the zip line over. Now, I don't think this thing is like there's a certain amount of time that you have to use it within. I think it's just if you're getting shot. That's when it's not. I was gonna say disguise because. Do they know I'm a bad guy now? No. Okay. Okay. So they don't know. Because I got the thing on. I don't think you can have both at the same time. Both what, Rebecca? Got our beret. We've got our dead wire detonators. We're just strolling through. If you have a dog and use the beret, it'll kill the dog. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Bye, puppy. Sorry. It makes... I don't want to walk through that. I was going to say it makes sense. I don't know if it makes sense, but... Oh, you need a key? Who has the keys? Can't have a dog and sergeant at the same time. Thank you. Can you not? There we go. Do I need to kill these guys to get a key? I didn't know I needed a key for this. Yes, I did. Why am I such an idiot? It's just been a long time since I've done the warlords. Okay. Dude, I gotta go to a merc camp and then a merc stronghold and then... Oh my god. I totally forgot all about that stuff. Alright. Whoa! The sergeant will revive... Oh, I have a bodyguard, don't I? Why are they shooting me? Oh, is this guy gonna go do it? No, this is my dude. Go back to camp and all that gumbo. Maybe buy a merc key card. Yeah, we can buy one. And then we'll have to, but we still have to do the merc stronghold. Do we have a buy there? No. Here, okay.
Got a buy station here.
Dude, that's absolutely my fault. I just spaced on it. It's been a long time since I've done. Oh, that little thing on the minimap. That's my guy. That's a good thing to know too, because I was thinking like, why does he keep parachuting in? Like going into the Dark Aether, I was considering bringing a dog and using the mask, but obviously you can't do both. I don't even have $2,000. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Might as well go get a free one because you don't have enough money for it. Yeah, I just realized. Take that. Is there even... Uh-huh.
Bonus points.
I mean, we're closer. Oh, I thought I saw money.
The undead will not leave. Tear it down.
Are they going for my guy? Is that what they're doing? Is he any good? Is he like the Is he like the dog? Does he die pretty easy? I mean, well, the dogs don't die pretty easy, but go loot the house in front of me. Yeah, yep. Does he have a health bar? He does. He's doing good. Okay. Do we not see... Just want like a $500 canister just to be sitting up top on one of these things. There's a dog. He won't heal you if you go down like the dog. He doesn't? What a douche. I think that dude just died from being scared. Horrible wingman. I mean, you're not kidding, dude. Doesn't pick you up? I mean, I'm gonna get it just from getting so many kills. Oh, the points I'm talking about. We're almost there. I mean, I don't care how. Oh, we go down there and do that? No, we're not going to. But you know what I mean. Come on. I just need to... Oh, here we go. There we go. Now we have the points. Okay. Comic book. Okay, let's go do this. And then... Oh, we're still going to have to... Oh, boy. If he's not busy doing anything else, then yes, he will heal you. If he's busy, then he won't. If he's busy, if he can be bothered. Dog. I am friend to the dog. Please, you do not bite my ass. I said don't. My ass. Yeah, it would have been nice if you could have gone into the Dark Aether solo with a dog and a bodyguard. Like, that would have been really nice, actually. Oh, I don't have any. Oh, okay, get off. Okay, where do we have a marked camp? Camp. Dude. Okay.
Got eyes on an enemy stronghold.
Let's go there.
Time to go.
You're still gonna have to do a stronghold to get the other key. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, we're good. Alright. Let's get to this thing quick. Can you imagine I do all this, right? Then I go back and somebody has just finished beating him. I mean, that would literally be absolutely just my kind of luck. That's exactly what will happen. Alright, but it's not going to happen this time. We're going to save this vehicle even, and everything's going to go smoothly. It's going to work out fine. I'll drop down here. Because new vehicle physics is fun. Oh, I was going to say, mercenaries, but it doesn't matter. They think I'm one of them. Now, am I just going to walk in here and then, like...
feet from marching straight into a terminus stronghold. Just thought you should know.
Okay, how do I get upstairs? How do I get upstairs? Where's the safe? Here we go. Someone's already cleared it, but did they... Is there no safe? Did this guy here just finish it? I don't even see where the safe is here, though. It's next door? Am I in the wrong building? I keep forgetting, like, the zombies. Will actually go for me. I mean, I think this guy pretty much. Oh no! Oh, let's go.
Head count looks light.
Kazi on the shelf, you miss? What do you mean? Take it for later. Okay, let's get over there quickly.
I'll get us there.
Strike team, we've got a functional neutralizer ready to deploy.
Okay.
The card will get us into Rainmaker's fortress. Go remind him there's no substitute for boots on the ground.
Turn the fuck. I hate. We're centered. We're calm. We're gonna go murder this mercenary. All right, let's go. What the hell was that? Okay, this game is in perfect working order, obviously. And I am a very good driver. Okay, we're gonna hop off this thing, and all of a sudden this guy's gonna come parachuting in again. There he is. Told you. Where's the zip line? It's over there. Let's just swim. We need the exercise. We're getting a little fat. Just run around in a couple of circles downstairs. He'll kill the warlord for me. Oh, really? See, I can't. Okay, why do they know? Why do they know?
Energy mine going out.
I'm still one of you. I'm still one of you. Okay, let me armor up the sentry nose. I guess so. Okay, my guy, you gotta do. You're doing the work, right? Okay, where is this? If these guys get it, I'm gonna be pissed. Oh, is that him? Where'd he go? Oh, I got it. I got the final kill.
Excellent work. I am happy you are not dead. I am also
Okay, where did that... I heard the thing pop up. Where's the reward? Oh, there it is. I tried to invite them. Okay, I mean, who cares? What is it? What's this gun? Can I just stow it? I don't want it. I don't care.
Toss a monkey bomb.
By the way, holy panic mode. I mean, you just gotta. Hey. These dead wire detonators, as far as I can tell, I don't even know if they ever went off. I don't think they're the best thing ever. Long story short, you know. Okay. Well, let's go. Dude, I'm lucky. I mean, I'm not. Well, I am lucky, but I would have been super pissed. I mean, I invited those guys, and I got, I got the final kill. Because I've had that. Was one time somebody came into the chat and wanted help doing the. This is way back when Legacy was the only warlord, and needed help doing that. And I was like, all right, man, hop on the game and we'll go do it for you real quick. So we're doing it, and literally, cleared out everything. We're in that last little area where you just have to get into that. You're in that final room, and you're gonna take him out. And just kind of out of nowhere, these two dudes just came running up, and the guy that I was helping obviously wasn't like, he was new to the game. He wasn't a great player and that knew everything, how to do it. And like, I'm shooting, literally as I'm shooting Legacy, these two dudes came like running up the stairs and ran into the room, and like, I think they had RGLs or something on them too as well, kind of reminding me of this, and blasted them, like, and got the final kill, picked up the the papers, whatever that you have to get to confirm the kill or whatever it is. I just felt bad for the guy I was trying to help. I was like, oh man, because if you remember back when the game was new, like that was a really hard thing to do. By the way, my disguise must be gone by now, right? Or my mask thing, like it must have got shot off, but and I don't see my shadow anywhere. Oh, there he is. No, he's still here. So I guess I still have my mask on? I guess. There he is, look at him.
I have cataloged these creatures.
This guy loves parachuting, man.
Heck, I didn't even need. The one on your tag map has a bounty on its head.
Alright. Okay, let's go back this way. I want to other players, do you look like a oh, dude, do we have to go back over to the island? Come on. To other players, do you look like a mercenary, or do you still look like your character? Whee! Trying to rocket me, man? Come on. Should be cool. We're gonna need it! Oh. My first game was a regular TDM, and when the enemy died, they were dropping briefcases. Does anyone know what that's about? Enemy died dropping briefcases in TDM. Merc, put yourself in third. That's. See, Rebecca, that's why you're here. Oh. Oh, I lost my disguise, though, right? at this point. I mean, I still have my bodyguard, though. That's why they were shooting me as I was going over, and because I got my disguise shot off or whatever. Did he just die? No, he's here. He's here. Here he is. Look. It's my homie. He's good. He's full health. That's Mark the Merc. He's good to go. Look at him. What do you mean he's dead? Mark the Merc can't die. Regular TDM and briefcase gave you infinite ammo for a short time or something? I don't know, man. Great name, by the way. Bacon Scooby Snacks. I have not played multiplayer in this game for a long time.
Got a truck here. Have eyes on a pack-a-punch.
I actually am just short. I don't even have an... we didn't really do anything, have we? We spent money. We didn't really make any... We haven't done any contracts. We're doing this stuff again. Oh, is this thing dead?
Time to go.
Close. Oh. Was that another merc just trying to shoot me? Where is this? I don't think I've ever seen this here before. Yeah, sorry, man. I wish I could help you, but I flat out don't know the answer.
Deliver cargo contract here.
Do you guys? Does anybody here know? Like, is there some kind of special event going on where you get? They're dropping these kind of cases. It could be like, make sure you're in a regular playlist as well. But I don't know. They always have these new playlists, especially this time of year. Like we're this far into the game. They start making up just kind of crazy playlists, just trying to get people interested back into the game to play. So it could just be like a different kind of playlist that you're in, not regular TDM. But I don't know. Mitchell, did I see Mitchell just pop up? What's going on, man? Are you just lurking, being quiet today, or you just got here?
Listen up. Terminus has resorted to using smaller weapon runs. They just made themselves ripe for the picking.
I mean, what do you guys think? Is the dead wire detonators? Is it doing anything worthwhile? Like, why do I just keep getting... Why are so many zombies spawning?
I'll get us there.
I mean, I could see it going off there. But I don't know that it was necessarily doing more damage than it would have anyway, but I don't know. There's some special game... Oh, it's a special playlist. Yeah, okay. I don't think it's an event because it only happened the first game and then I didn't check the playlist. Well, again, I don't know, but it sounds like a special event, like a special playlist kind of a thing to me. Like, that doesn't sound normal. Although, even when I do play this game, this multiplayer, like, I'd never play TDM. I'm always doing, like, Hardpoint or Domination or something like that. That's how long it's been. I'm like, Domination. What's the one with the flags? It's not called Capture the Flag. That's a different game mode. Ooh, okay. It has been a while. It's good in tier 3 since there's so many zombie hordes. Yeah, maybe. Not much does it work. Okay. Let's see if we can get over there after this, and we can. I mean, we're only single pack of punches at the moment, and that took so long to get set up for that. Like, I don't even know if we're gonna. I mean, hopefully we can. Let's see if we can bang out a bunch of contracts like back to back real fast here.
I'll bring the bacon home.
I'm glad we did the Warlord at least. Like, I hadn't been over there, so
Down an arms shipment and we've got some new toys. Admit it.
glad that we did
You
it.
had fun doing it, didn't you?
I don't really need that, but whatever. I suppose we're keeping that ray gun because why not? But
Time to go.
we don't want. You know what? It's close. That's the only
This
thing.
way.
So we'll go to tier 1. I don't want to be doing tier 1 contracts. It's funny now. Normally, with all the new stuff, you know, with the new Dark Aether and everything, Normally tier 3 is like everybody in the lobby. Like everybody in the lobby is in tier 3 the whole game. And I don't know why it's not like that today, but I was playing a couple days ago with a friend of mine. You know, we're about to make a Dark Aether run, and so we loaded in with, you know, we had our legendary Aether tools. We had our what do you call it? Like triple pap crystals and all that. And we just went right for Scorchers, right to tier 3, right off the rip. You know, as soon as we load in, and within 3 minutes, like every team except for one solo player was in tier 3, and it was like we're all fighting to get the same contracts, and you just see a bunch of people in the sky all like with Scorches and just like boosting over from one as soon as the contract would pop up, like from one to the next to the next to the next to the next, just desperately trying to get these contracts.
Bounty hunt contract available.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna have to. I do need to pack a punch if we're going to be doing HWT contracts in here. Is it in this building? Yes, it is. Okay. Ooh, hitch a ride up there. Yeah, I usually don't play TDM either, but I'm trying to get better at aiming, and the objectives distract me too much. All right, fair enough. My lobby's tier 3 has been barren since they patched the tombstone glitch. Oh, really, Philly? I mean, maybe that's what's happening today. I don't know, but it's been like every time I play, it's all. I mean, I think. Do you guys mostly play with a team? I mean, I'm almost always solo, and I occasionally play with a friend of mine. Like, he's really busy. He's got like a, you know. He's got a lot of stuff to do, so he only plays when he can. And like the new stuff came out, so he wanted to play, so he's kind of making time, you know, to be able to do it. But other than that, he's kind of the only person I ever really play zombies with. So I'm almost always solo. But like everybody I see now is like in a squad, a full squad of 3, and they're probably like teaming up with more. And I think it's just because of the Dark Aether stuff that everybody's trying to get the Dark Aether, the new tier 5 and whatever, all this stuff done. You guys just brought like every zombie in the lobby with you. What the hell? Oh, that was fun. Okay. What the hell that was all about? I think they were going for the contract, but like they had like 50 zombies in tow right behind them. I wasn't a huge fan of the zombies. I like round-based more. I haven't played zombies much after I got the camos. I mean, I definitely like round-based more. It's not even a question. But I thought this would have been a fun mode to do for a year as something different, right? Just a different thing to do for a year. I would have been perfectly happy if they had just kept updating it. If season 1 had not even the same amount of missions that the preseason did, but like a similar amount, like. Basically, you knew they were trying kind of an amount of new missions, and they literally, after the game came out, they just stopped doing new missions. They did the one story mission per every half season, right? So for the last season 3 reload, season 2 reloaded, season 1 reloaded, have been the exact same thing, exactly the same. And it's not that they're bad per se, but there's nothing special about it either, and that you just flat out run out of things to do after the first day or two, really. So that's honestly my only problem with it, and I would never want this to replace round-based by any stretch of the imagination. But like I said, for a year, for something different for a year, I'd have been perfectly happy if they had just kept updating this, and then they just didn't.
Time to go.
Chip, you prefer open world? I mean, I definitely don't prefer it, but I'm okay with it, and I was okay with Outbreak. My biggest problem with Outbreak is it was boring. By the way, everybody's here. If you could just drop a like on the stream real quick, you really help me out, and just take you half a second to do it. Appreciate it. I enjoyed Outbreak for what it was. It had its serious flaws that kind of made it ultimately mostly boring. And meaning, like, you know, even when we were doing the Easter eggs on them, it's like the first 3 rounds you do nothing, and then it's one more round after that, then it's like all the setup, and then you go into the boss fight, and then it's over. You know, like, or there's not many zombies around for the first 4 or 5 rounds. It's not really, there's no challenge really, but then it goes from round 5 to like basically like round 25 level of, you know, round-based zombies kind of thing. Is a massive jump. They didn't know how to scale things up, and I think that what this game actually did a really good job of was figuring out how to scale, and they just did it by literally just making different zones and completely marking them like, hey, this is tier 1, the zombies over here are like this, and this is tier 2, the zombies here are like this, etc. So it's actually, I think, a pretty good way of doing it. Plus you have the contracts rather than the single one objective that you have to do per map and then go on to the next, because Outbreak was round based still as far as how it functioned. You did the one objective and then you cleared that area, and then you went to the next round. That was going to the teleporter thing. And now it's not like, obviously I'm not saying it's like exactly like our traditional round-based zombies, but it had the same basic function. You had to kind of keep going up that way. Whereas this is like, you can be in tier 1, do some contracts, like, okay, I'm ready to go up to tier 2, I have money now, I can double pack-a-punch, or I found a better ether tool, you know, blah blah blah. You go into tier 2, you're there for a little bit, and then it's like, okay, you know what? We're going to go into tier 3. Oh my god, I'm too scared, you know, whatever, I'm going back out to tier 2. Like, so you're not locked into any particular thing. Like, you can actually kind of, you know, change midstream what you're doing. And I thought that they did, you know, that was a good idea. Because I was thinking, I'm just trying to, there we go. Like, they could... I think having the multiple maps in Cold War is the bad idea, because then you have to leave one map to get to the next, and that's kind of where you're, you know, you're going up around. You're going up another level. So you have nowhere to go but forward. You can't help but keep going up. And in an open world like this, I think it's better if you can kind of go back and forth between them. So it's not just constantly just more. Like, you know, you do at some point max out your, you know, your damage that you're able to do with your guns with different pack-a-punches, different ether tools, you know, different whatever, you know, ammo mods that you have on your gun, anything like that. So you can't just keep going forever, and that's kind of like what they had designed Cold War to be. It was kind of like just perpetually just go and go forever and ever. But, you know, like the Legion Easter egg, I mean, everything before you get into the silos was just boring. Once you got into the silo, it was great. And the boss fight itself was great. Oops. The one where you fight the tree, Orda. I always forget his name. Why is that so far away? That one was, I mean, that's just, I don't know. That one's kind of lame. But whatever. It is what it is. I played them, well, I was going to say it was not that long ago, because I did like a compare and contrast kind of a live stream between this and Outbreak. Although it has been, I think it's been at least 2 months now since I've done that. At least 2 months, I think, at this point. I don't know. We'll go back to it at some point again. I don't know whether I'm like anxious to go back to that, because it really is kind of, again, my #1 issue with it was just was just kind of boring. Legion boss fight's awesome. You know, it's very cool. Anyway, maybe it's just give you the feeling of achieving something every game better. I mean, that's I agree with that. That's why I'm an Easter egg player. I'm not a high round player. I don't find it fun to do high rounds. It's just doing the same thing kind of over and over and over, and you can absolutely say, why do I have this? You can absolutely say that about doing the Easter egg. It's like, well, the Easter egg isn't different this game. It's like, it's the same Easter egg. And true, but like no game is ever exactly the same. But it's just like when you're doing the high rounds, you're usually standing in a certain area and you're making the zombies funnel to you in a certain way that you can just kind of farm them. And I don't know, it's just, I never dug it. And then even like I was doing it on Cold War,
I'll get us there.
but I wouldn't just stand, you know, up at the top of Noct, or when they did, you know, there was the glitch when you could use the ray gun in the Speed Cola room and just jump up on top of that, I don't know what it was, like a thing right by the stairs. Like I would do it out in the spawn area and run around and kind of train them up and then get my kills there. It just took a lot longer, and then each time I did it, my game would crash. Like around, I made it around 95 on one attempt. Everything was going fine, and then another time was like mid 80s. There's a whole stream I was gonna do with, you know, doing the Easter egg on round 100, and my internet crashed, and I was around 80 something. I don't remember. I mean, it took hours to get to that point. It's just. Oh, it's a nightmare when that happens, man. It's just so disheartening. Energy Mine actually does a lot of damage to him. Please die soon. Jeepers. Every time he shoots, I think it's actual mercenaries shooting me, but it's just him. Okay. It's just throwing me off. Okay, we've only got a couple minutes here before we gotta go. So let's see if we can bang out one or two more.
Time to go.
Oh, we'll turn them right around.
Deliver
And
cargo contract here.
got that. Yeah, I'm a high round person. Round base was better for camos. Yeah, although, I mean, the camos in this game are not particularly hard to achieve. It's just, it takes some time, but it's, I don't know, the camo grind was alright in this game. It really wasn't even that much of a grind. Yeah, it was. I shouldn't say that. It definitely takes some time. But round base, yeah, you can get more kills way faster. But the challenges are usually to get more kills than you would have to do on the open world stuff anyway. But like getting 300 kills while you're pack-a-punched in this game is not. I mean, with the exfils being how they are, like, and just really the escort contracts. Do 2 escort contracts. There's your 300 kills done. And you could get like the 10 mini bosses that you need, you know, for the serpentine camo. Like, you could do it pretty easy. I don't like playing 3 to 5 hours interrupted. Yeah, I mean, if you're going for round 100, you're usually gonna go for longer than that as well. Again, unless you're talking about Cold War, where you would have those spots where you could just stand and use Ring of Fire and do all that kind of stuff with a ray gun. So. You have to give Firebase Z update good credit. It fixed a lot of issues Cold War had. And stop playing Cold War after that first day. What was the update? What's going on over here? There's an exfil right on my... Oh my god. Whoa! Oh my god! My goodness. Okay, now... Oh, is that a nuke? Oh, it's just crap. Everybody's dead. Okay, but I need this stuff. Alright, that should have been like the perfect moment for the dead wire detonator thing to really show what it was worth. And I didn't really even see it doing much of anything, man. I don't know. I honestly think that they are just kind of like, you know, they don't have any more ideas for what to give us as zombies players, because they haven't added anything new in. So, you know, like, what are they supposed to do?
I'll get us there.
As far as, you know, these updates go, what they're putting into the game. Oh, jeez, we kind of have to. Yeah. Let's go this way. Maybe we can do like I find a contract on the way or something. This vehicle's not gonna make it. Actually, let's just go to the gas station. Nope, never mind. Dude, sprint to fire. I hate it. Alright, let's get this vehicle over here. I don't have any meat, do I? I love having a dog with me now. Like, I always try to play with a dog these days. But I do have Mark the Merc with me, so. He's my dog. He's not my dog. He's my dog. So. Sorry. They also kind of ruin stuff on this cooldown. But yeah, dude, the cooldown stuff is. I hate it. Waiting 3 days before you can make another raid. Yeah, I've talked about this so many times. I don't think anybody wants to hear me talk about it anymore. But yeah, the cooldown, they don't need to necessarily just get rid of it, but forget days. Like this whole days thing is moronic. It should be at this point. I mean, it never should have been days, but it should be hours. Especially when you only get it. The thing that you're using. There's the two options, right? You either lower it so it is just for hours and like, you know, not 24 hours, maybe 12 hours. But that way, even then, you're really only talking about once per day, one 45-minute game per day that you can actually use that item, right? And you're like, well, 12 hours, you can get 2 in 24 hours. That's 2 in a day. That's exactly one full 24-hour day, though. Like, are you on that much? Like, most people aren't. So you're really, even with that, you're only talking about, like I said, once per day really having it. For a 45-minute game. One 45-minute game. So you either had to do that, or what was my other solution? I can't even remember now. Or, excuse me, if you wanted to make it for like it was a 3-day cooldown, like okay, but you have to when you craft it, that thing is available to you for a 24-hour period, a full day, not just for one 45-minute game. And if you go into the Dark Aether, yes, I realize, you know, you do whatever. You're extending the time. But you're not going to do that every single time you play. Sometimes you are just setting up. Sometimes you're just doing stuff, you know. Hopefully you would want to play the game. Get this. just for fun once in a while, and you would just hop on and just play. You wouldn't have to go like super hardcore. We got so many zombies. Why do we have so many? All right, now's the time to use this thing again. Let's see how it does. I mean, does it get more kills than it normally would? Like, I don't know. I don't see a lot of dudes with electricity around them. We're gonna crash the damn game. We keep doing this. Let's go. The other thing I just like is that Outbreak, they added an A-bomb, an Abomination and Disciples, but not the Mauer on Forsaken Wonder Weapon. Oh, yeah, you know what? It's kind of weird. And it's probably just because we got used to playing Outbreak at the beginning of the year with, you had Manglers and Mimics. And was that it? As far as mini-bosses go for Outbreak? I can't remember anymore. But then when you add the new stuff in, it's like, I don't know, just something feels off. But at the same time, if they had added like the Cerberus Wonder Weapon from Mauer into Outbreak, that Legion boss fight would have been like, no problem. Like, no problem. That is one of the best Wonder Weapons ever. I think it's kind of slept on. It's easily one of the best Wonder Weapons ever. And the melee version of the Crystal Axe from Forsaken is incredible as well, but the ranged attack on it is not great. But the Cerberus, man, that thing is just, it's so good. Yeah, for the cooldowns to actually be okay, they gotta make it so you keep the ray gun after the game ends. Well, that's the other thing, is like when you get like, I don't know. Like, we just got a Scorcher. You know, we pulled a Scorcher from doing a contract the first game we played, and it's like we couldn't use it because I was trying to do the thing with the dead wire detonators, and I had my regular gun, so I had the RGL and a regular gun. So it would have been nice if I could have just like put it in my backpack. I'll use it for a different game. But, you know, I'm okay also with having to make some decisions. Like, you can't have everything all the time. Okay. I mean, I don't necessarily agree with that in principle, but it's just it's a different type of game. So, okay, because you are playing, like, you're not doing the full Easter egg. You're not going to play for 4 hours in one game. You know, you do this 45 minutes, and then you're going to exfil. And that's it. So I'm okay with there being limitations like that. There is some like different kind of stuff, different challenges, different things that you're allowed to do, some things that you can't do, or whatever. So overall, with that, kind of like, all right, fine. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Really, the biggest problem that they had this year is that they stopped updating the game. They stopped creating new missions for us. And it was just basically that, Treyarch were getting the ball rolling at the beginning of the year, and they had all those missions for us. There was like 22 in the first act, 15 in Act 2, 11 in Act 3. And then we're like, man, it's going to be like this all year, because this is exactly what it was like for DMZ the year before that on MW2. And then Treyarch was like, okay, we have our game coming out later this year. We're handing it off to you. This was the plan, right? And then they give it to High Moon Studios, which I don't know why they got it. I think that things are less calculated and thought out than we think that they should be for a massive corporation. By the way, can we just get rid of these, period, now? if you weren't here at the beginning of the stream, we use these. This is the JAK conversion thing that from last week. So you had the dual, the JAK Wardens. You have the dual equipped. These are marks. The Lockwood Mark II. It's a marksman rifle. It's not shotguns. It looks like shotguns. Not. It sucks. These suck really bad. So if you want to see the gameplay from that, you can watch from the beginning. Well, whenever you want to. But we are taking that off because they suck. I'm going to go back to... Am I going to do the swarms again? I think I need to try the swarms again. Because we use them... You guys were here. We used them before, and that tier 2 thing, man. In the storm, it was bad. It was bad. Is it the ruthless or the reckless? I think it's the reckless. I think that's the one I like, the Schlager. Ooh. Hip shot? Ooh, yeah. Sprint. Ooh, that's nice. That's gonna be crazy recoil though on that, isn't it? Movement speed being up is good. It's been a while since I've used these. There's no point, is there really? What am I doing? Right. Okay. That's the whole point of that. I'm like, I'm forgetting to put it on. Do you want high velocities on these? How does armor-piercing rounds actually work on like a mangler, let's say, or the zombies with armor? I don't know if it does. I didn't finish all the missions. I stopped at the Tesla coil mercenary mission. I don't honestly even remember Tesla coil mercenary mission. I don't even remember them, man. It's been 6, 7 months now, man. You don't think they do? I don't think they do either. I don't know about any of those. Sprint to fire would be good. Gun kick, that's fine, but it's not. Whatever. I just don't like that anymore. I can't do it. Oh, I wanted to put that new charm on. Where is it? The one you get for doing the last mission that we just got. Is that it? Fabulous Flames? I think that's it. What the hell's... What's this duck doing? Smoking a blunt? High as duck? Oh my god. You had to use the field upgrade to shock a certain number of zombies and mercenaries? Okay. Oh, yes, I do remember that. Yep. See, that was one of those deals, like, because in Cold War, I basically 100%ed the zombie side of that. And you had to use all of your field upgrades. And I just remember getting hordes and hordes of zombies together in Die Maschine in the starting room and just running, literally running face first into them and then activating Tesla coil and doing all that kind of stuff in the past. Oh boy, yep. Okay, I do remember that now. You mentioned that's creepy. Okay, I think that's it. I just want to give these another shot at some point. Not necessarily even now. I mean, I don't... Do we even want to play anymore today? Like I've just... It's the stuff is done. It's not new and exciting, and I just don't care. They did pretty decent with zombies considering it's a side mode. Well, I wouldn't call it a side mode anymore for sure. 20 different multiplayer things, Warzone, its modes, and zombies. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the deal, though. Like, you know, originally, sure, you know, World at War, it was just kind of like this surprise thing at the end. But there are many people, including myself, that at this point only really play Call of Duty for the zombies. And they might play multiplayer once in a while, but for them, that's the side mode. Like, for me, very much now, multiplayer has become the side mode. Warzone, I flat out don't play it. Like, I'm so over battle royales. Like, I don't care. I'm not even interested in watching people stream it. Like, it was fun a few years ago. It's just the whole battle royale thing I'm just kind of done with. But for me, like, Zombies it's an interesting story. I love that there's the kind of part of the reason why I love the Easter egg kind of things. It's the world behind the world kind of aspect to it. Like, if you were just playing it normally, which I did, like the very first time I played was on Exo Zombies on the Outbreak map with a friend of mine. I've told this a million times, so sorry if you've been here before and you're hearing this again. But, you know, we didn't know anything. My friend was just like, hey, you want to try the Zombies mode? I was like, zombies? What the hell are you talking about? He's like, yeah, they got a Zombies mode thing. I was like, okay. So we loaded in. I'm like, what do you do? He's like, you kill zombies. I was like, oh, okay. So we just killed zombies. And then, like, oh, we have enough points. Let's open this door. We're moving in, you know, like, whatever. Further in, and let's buy the gun off the wall here because we had to pay to get in here, so this gun must be better than the gun we got out there. You know what I mean? Like, literally had no idea. And then when you realize, oh, there's these other things there. Like, it's a battery is literally lying behind a pile of rubbish that if you interact with it, you pick it up, like, oh, what is this? And then you figure out a place to put it down. And then you've got these clues, and you're kind of moving forward and creating this new world. You're opening up more things to do inside of this world that you thought was just killing zombies, and it's not. So that's the fun aspect of it to me, plus the story, you know, like getting involved in the story, having a compelling story. The one thing they've done a good job of this year is at least like the cutscenes have been very good. We're not getting a lot of story outside of the cutscenes, which is the bad part. So it's just like, here's another Dark Aether mission just because we got this cutscene we want to show you. And again, the cutscenes are good, but I think probably some of the best ever as a whole. But like, we're getting all the story that they're trying to tell in these cutscenes once every 2 months. But there's not a ton of story going on other than that. Everything else, like if you want to get a little bit more of the story, you can go and listen to the laptops in like the mercenary strongholds. Other than that, that's it. You're not going to be getting any more story. So it's not a great way to tell a story. You know what I mean? It's kind of its own game now. Like, yeah, honestly, to that end, Bacon, I would like for them. I would love it if Zombies became like a separate game. If it broke off and it was like, you know, you have Activision, then you've got Treyarch, Infinity Ward, Sledgehammer, and then, you know, whatever. But those are the three main developers. I would love it if they just broke off and had like a fourth developer over here, and it was just the Zombies crew, whatever they want to call it. They could put out one game and like it's just going to get regular updates for 3 years straight, and then maybe they take a year off to kind of develop something else new, and then they put out another full price game, and then that is, you know, over the next, again, 2 to 3 years, whatever, you have to pay for DLC or whatever. I don't know. I don't care. I would do it. It's kind of like, you know, with Skur Ritual that we've been talking about. I played it yesterday on stream. Hopefully I can get more people to start showing up for those, because I actually have a really fun time with it, and it is basically round-based zombies. But whatever. You know, but they put out this game, and it's $25, and you came with 4 maps. For another $25, you could buy like a season pass basically of DLC, which was another like 9 maps. But they just put out a roadmap going forward. And next month they're going to put out another new map for free, and in August it's another new map coming out for free as well. So it's part of that, just the base game. So if Call of Duty was to create a separate new studio that was the zombie studio, 100, and they updated it like that, 100%, I would buy it. I would, whatever. If it's $5 for every DLC, I don't care. I'll pay it. But the game can't be $70 if you're going to have, if it's going to release with 1 or 2 maps, and then $5 for every DLC thereafter. Like, you can't do that. But there could be like a story mode, like a campaign story mode, zombies wise, that kind of sets up what's going to happen in that game for the rest of like the round based zombies for the, you know, in the game that's coming. Like, that would be cool. That you could charge full price for, or at least like $50 for, and then DLC is like $5 each or something along those kinds of lines. I would pay for that. Because the last 2 games that I've paid for zombies is this, which again started great, and they just, I mean, as far as I'm concerned at least, it was very addicting, but then they just stopped doing the story mission. Like, they stopped giving us missions to do, and it was 1 new mission every 2 months, and then you did it for 2-3 days, and then it's over. You're just trying to get your schematics, and then you're done. There's nothing else to do. Like, other than that, we're hopping on, we're doing contract after contract after contract. It's the same shit. If there was missions where you could build your character more, like have a wallet so you can carry cash from game to game, whatever, do these various missions to increase your stash size, that would have been great. So you could do these various missions and you can carry a 3rd weapon. You know, that would have been fun. It was just like stuff to do. It could have been busy work. It didn't have to be like 100% story focused missions all the time. It could have just been, you know, your character development, or, you know, expanding your loadout, expanding your you could buy a hideout. You could have a your own like house or whatever on the map, kind of a deal, where you have your stuff, and then like you can, you know, you expand your stash size, expand everything, kind of build it out a little bit. You could keep a few score streaks. You could have an extra 3-plate vest or something along those lines. You know what I mean? Like, you could store things there. You could, like, just have missions and things to do as far as that goes. Again, it's kind of busy work. You don't need to do those things necessarily, but it would have kept us engaged. It would have kept me engaged, I'll say that at least. And the way they went about it, they just excuse me, sorry, they just didn't. And then before that, we had Vanguard, and it just popped into my head earlier today, and I tweeted the thing out today. Like, do you guys remember? And it really went through. I tweeted out with a picture of Vanguard zombies, like, hey, do you remember like when Vanguard came out and it was missing a few of those really advanced kind of features that we normally get with these modern games, like the ability to pause the game when you're playing solo? And then I realized they never fixed that. Technically, yes, you could stop your game at a certain point, like halfway through the year. It was like around when they put out the round-based version of the Swamp of Death there, Shino Numa. But you weren't technically pausing the game. You were literally lagging the game. And every time I tried to pause and come back, I would always happen to me was all of a sudden at some point I would freeze. And I put out I remember I put out a video about it, like a short video or something. I froze. I was over at this, well, they had speed cola. I think they moved, right? It wasn't always the same place. But I was inside the hut, and I was looking at a zombie. There was one zombie coming through the door, and my game completely froze, and I was like, oh, shit. And then it unfroze a couple of seconds later, and I kind of like did a kind of thing. And then as I came to, the zombie who I had seen in front of me when I had paused the game, again, you're not really pausing it, you were just lagging the game, had made its way around behind me and just, and then I was dead. Like, before I could even do anything. Like, that's what we got. And when that game first launched, we literally, it was those crappy little objectives that we had to do. And there was nothing else to it. That was it. There was nothing else to it. It was insane that we paid real money, that they promoted that as being a real game, and it flat out was not. And again, it was one of those situations where that was Sledgehammer's game that they were developing, and then 5 months before the game came out, Activision took it out of Sledgehammer's hands and said, Treyarch, you guys take care of the zombies mode for this next game. And like, but we're doing Cold War right now. Like, the Outbreak map hadn't even come out yet. Like, Outbreak mode hadn't even come out yet. Like, they still had 2 Outbreak Easter eggs to do, Mauertoten and Forsaken. And do Vanguard Zombies. Which is why Vanguard was complete ass. Is like, we don't have time to do theirs. Like, we're doing ours. What, are you kidding? That's why I would really, 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 really love a standalone Zombies game. Just move it over to a different thing. I will pay whatever you want. I will gladly pay for DLC. Whatever. Just, I'll buy bundles. I'll start buying bundles or something. I don't know, but please, for the love of God, move it over. I want them to have a Zombies game every year. I want it to be fully developed, not this bullshit where, hey, you're gonna start it, then pass it off, and then they might get gutted. The studio there might get gutted because of the layoffs. And then, okay, now you guys have it. And like, we don't want it. What are we doing? Like, well, you have to. Like, okay, here's one, like little thing to do. Just please give us a real game going forward. That's all I want. It's got its own lore and everything. I still look at multiplayer as the main mode in the game besides Warzone. I think since Warzone dropped, it's moved to third. And prior to 100%, Philly, you're not wrong about like how they see us, and I think about how, like, if you're talking about straight popularity, I think it's Warzone, multiplayer, zombies. We're definitely down the list, but I'm just saying that I don't think it's a side. I don't think you can call it a side mode anymore. It'd be like calling. As I'm about to say this, I kind of think it kind of would qualify as a side mode a little bit. Like what we think of the regular multiplayer, the TDM, Hardpoint, S&D, blah blah blah, etc., 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 is kind of a side mode at this point, because that's why we're constantly getting these new maps that are just like, think of Shoot House, like these tiny maps. And I don't even know what the one's called in this game. We have Shoot House as well, but it's like the house is under construction. It's a tiny, tiny, tiny map. And people just play multiplayer now to level up their guns for Warzone. They're just trying to unlock all the attachments so they can go over to Warzone and have the new best gun over there. I don't think people actually, for the most part, are playing multiplayer for the multiplayer part, for like that used to be the game, right? Like you bought it for multiplayer, and now it's just like this. It's a side mode to upgrade your weapons so you can have them for Warzone. There are of course the people that are trying to go pro and they're in leagues and they play S&D and that's their thing and whatever. That's all they're going for. There are definitely still those people, but I think in large part, multiplayer has been, in a lot of ways, reduced to this is purely just to level up your guns kind of mode. If they drop special camo skins with monster challenges like 100,000 zombie kills or a bunch of special kills, every so often people would stay engaged with it. Yeah, I mean, and again, they just straight up needed to give us stuff to do, and they didn't. And I don't get it. Again, they didn't have to give us like story mode after story mode after story mode mission. Just give us missions. Just give us missions, period. Didn't have to be straight story missions. It could just be missions. Upgrade your wallet, or create a wallet, then upgrade your wallet. Increase your stash size. Increase your ability to carry multiple, from game to game, self-revives, or an extra 3-plate vest, or an extra score streaker, whatever. Again, you can have an apartment. Like GTA 5, you can have your own place, right? You kind of build it out. Earn more money, it's all those things, like do a shitload of contracts because you need to earn money to add another room onto your apartment or whatever. You can have a gun closet now, and now you can have more than 3 insured weapons. Like this is just stuff off the top of my head right now. This is not like super deep, hardcore things to figure out. Like this is fairly basic. I don't know. If they did a standalone zombies, it would be cool to do round-based, a PvP zombies mode like DMZ mix, and then a mode like this. Das House was the name of that. Yeah. Yeah, that's the other thing too. Is like if they went to a standalone zombies game, which there was, Lee Ross and Jason Blundell were working on a standalone zombies game for Activision back in the day. That ended up being canceled. The more you talk to Lee Ross, and the more kind of info he's been not leaking, but like letting out over these last years. It's soul crushing, like what we could have had. Just IW Zombies 2 alone for me is like enough to that makes me weep that we didn't get that. But and also that they were actively working on a standalone zombies game that we never got with the people, the great developers, Blundell and Lee Ross. I think they were 2 of our best that we've ever had. I mean, obviously Blundell, but I think IW Zombies, for being their first attempt, was awesome, and it's a very fun game mode. If you've not played IW Zombies, I highly recommend it, man. It's very, very fun, and there's good story in there too. Yeah, talking about Philly, you're talking about the multiplayer stuff being a side mode. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, yeah, and like, I don't know. I put out a poll a couple of months, I guess, maybe now ago on my channel about, like what was the better battle royale, breakout, what was it called? No, blackout, or what we have now with Warzone. And Blackout actually won that mode, and I honestly agree. I think it was more fun. Like, I don't know, it's being a Warzone player, or really it's just a Battle Royale player and a streamer or whatever, is become very financially lucrative. So it makes sense that people are going super hardcore. But I would, again, I don't really watch ever that kind of stuff again, but on occasion I dip in and I'll check out somebody like TP stream over on Twitch or whatever. And I just kind of watch, for a few minutes, their movement, where they're aiming. They know where everything is. Dude, you got to be so cracked out and so good. And this is kind of a mode, again, where you die once and your game's over. Now, I know this buyback. I'm a solo player, so dying one, you can have a self-revive, if you can even get your self-revive off before, But just watching the movement, watching how good their aim is. They know exactly where to look at all times. They're constant. I couldn't even deal, man. It's so you got to be so cracked in order to play that stuff well. Or because of the skill-based matchmaking, you just have to be shit at the game, and then you're with really shit players. I mean, I'm nowhere near the really good players levels, but I used to be able to get my victories here and there. But it's just it's so competitive now. I just flat out, I don't even doing zombies for my channel. I don't have the time to try to be good at that, and I'm just not naturally that good at it anyway. I'm good, but I'm not amazing by any stretch. I wouldn't have a channel where I play Warzone, no matter how much I practice, whatever. I wouldn't be good enough. You guys wouldn't watch. It's just so hyper competitive now. I don't see multiplayer as a side game, really. I see most of the multiplayer modes as practice or training for the one life modes, such as Search and Warzone. Yeah, I mean, I think most people kind of look. I don't know about most. I don't know. This when we talk about Call of Duty and the amount of players. I mean, it's still the best-selling game every year. There's millions of people that play it every year. It's a lot. It's a huge player base that we don't. It's kind of hard to really wrap your head around just how big the player base is. So saying most, and I was saying it too, as the multiplayer being kind of a side mode for Warzone. And in a lot of ways it is, but I don't know. I don't know. But anyways, yeah. I mean, there's still a lot of people that just play the multiplayer that really aren't interested in the Warzone kind of aspects. You know what I would love is I want a color, and hopefully we'll get it this year with because we have a Treyarch game coming out. I want a colorful, vibrant looking game. I'm sick of these muted colors. Like, this shit puts me to sleep, man. These dull kind of greens and browns and this kind of haze over everything you can see here. It's just all kind of dull. I don't need to go full Fortnite for Call of Duty, but a little bit of color would be nice. Like, this washed out shit is just, I'm over it, man. I'm so sick of the Modern Warfare look. I'm done with it. I really don't like it. Skill-based ruined COD multiplayer for me. I mean, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I would love to go back to, like, the BO3 days. I'd be happy to go back to. For multiplayer and for zombies, for that matter. And kind of, you know, everybody playing, I mean, Call of Duty-wise, there was no Battle Royale, but, I mean, there were other ones out there, but just not everybody was obsessed with Battle Royales. I mean, it's everything, you know, it ebbs and flows and things change and people are into this one thing now and then soon they won't be into this whole other thing over here, so who knows. But I don't enjoy the Battle Royale experience anymore. That's what I enjoyed about Search and Destroy. There's so much strategy in one life mode. In one life modes, you gotta throw stuns, frags, slow enemies down. You can get into a defensive position before that. Yeah, I've never been an S&D fan because when I do play the multiplayer, I play stuff like Hardpoint and, like I said, like Domination. I want to move around. I want to have fun. I just want to go. For me, like, it's kind of, when I'm playing multiplayer, that's the escape. That's the just have fun stuff. I don't really want to do a whole ton of planning and strategizing like you do in S&D mode. I understand why people love it. Absolutely. But for me, it's just, again, because this is what I do. So when I'm doing the multiplayer kind of thing, I just want to relax and have fun and just go. And that's why skill-based really kind of sucks as far as that goes, because, like, okay, you have to go hard as fuck, though, every time. Anyway. Like Cold War. Yeah, even a little bit more so than that, even, Mitchell, as far as the colors go. But yes, in that direction. Somewhere between, like, BO4, they completely oversaturated the colors. It looked ridiculous as far as I'm concerned. Looked really bad as far as that stuff goes. Like Ancient Evil, I know people love that map. It looks horrible to me. It plays well. I like the setting. I like the story. It looks like shit, though, as far as I'm concerned. One, there's just kind of a lot of crap just strewn about all over the place. But two, the oversaturated colors are like, it's like daggers in your eyes, man. Like, it's too much. But just a nice, colorful game. The Modern Warfare look, I am done with, man. I am so done with this shit. I know it's like they're kind of one of their hallmarks, but I don't like it. I'm not a fan. Take over that section. Yeah, I get you, Bacon. It's the links the skill base goes to. Yeah, it tracks not only KD, it tracks your game settings for sensitivity, your average button inputs per mesh. Does it really? Accuracy rating, it's too much. Does it really track all that stuff now? I mean, I don't doubt it, but 1.0 player with average movement on 80 FOV will get easier lobbies than a YY spamming slide canceling 1.0 KD player. That's nuts. I don't doubt it, though. And your score per minute matters a lot, too. But yeah. The hard part about COD, it seems, is it takes a lot of learning and work to become decent at the game. At first, it feels like an uphill battle. I mean, honestly, though, like, I started playing Call of Duty toward the end of Advanced Warfare, and I didn't have an advanced controller, and the hyperactivity of that game mode, the double jumping and the boosting as well as double jumping, because you could boost side to side, you know, with your little jet propulsion kind of things, and the movement in that, and I still did fine. I mean, it was probably my lowest KD that I've had for a multiplayer that I actually played actively. Like last year, I barely touched it because I hated last year. Modern Warfare 2, last year's Modern Warfare 2 might be my least favorite multiplayer of all time. Call of Duty multiplayer of all time. I genuinely hated it. And although, honestly, I gotta say, I probably played that even more than I played this, though. Because at least there is zombies this year, so that had something for me to do. Last year we didn't have zombies, so that's not fair. The multiplayer from this year I like way more than last year's. Way more than last year's. But I just don't play it a lot. But I was able to pick it up, and like get okay with it. I mean, I had, for my first game, I think I had like a 1.2 KD. And I started playing like in the summer, so like it'd been out for like 9 months, 8 or 9 months, by the time I picked it up. So, which is good and bad because some people had left, a lot of people had left, playing the game at that point. But the bad part is like the people that stuck around because they loved the game. You know what I mean? Like they were hardcore. And that was really when the skill base, as far as I'm aware, like really the talk of skill based matchmaking really picked up. Was for that game. Because remember there were the reverse boosters that would go for DNA bombs all the time. But anyway. But yeah, you can pick like Call of Duty. The good thing about Call of Duty is it is more of an arcade shooter. It is more basic. I think that's where they should stay. I don't think, I think that's where they should stay. I don't think they need to. I think they're doing themselves and us a disservice by trying to make it more than that, or make it more complicated or more advanced than that. I think they should just kind of, like I said, just kind of leave it as is. It was in a great spot, and that's what made it popular to begin with. And adding these, I don't know, whatever. If it was just KD bracket based and that's it would be better. Yeah, I mean, it would certainly be better than what it is now. I mean, it feels oppressive when you're a kind of like in that middle, like a 1.3 to 1.7 kind of KD player. You're kind of in a zone where if you have a couple of good games, you're going to get bumped up to like now you're playing literal like people that are trying to go pro, like they're really good. And then you get your ass kicked for a couple of games, then you get sent back down to your typical 1.5 level lobbies, which are hard because those are good players. And they're usually sweaty players. Some of them are trying to go to that next level, or they're just, skilled players that are, just play for fun, but they go hard. You know what I mean? So you're kind of constantly always, like, you're never in a, I'm going to have a dominant game and have so much fun. I'm gonna kick some serious ass, whatever. You're kind of always like, you really gotta push hard, man. You're sweaty, going hard, or you're gonna get destroyed. And then you do that for a little bit. Like, okay, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna hop in and I'm just gonna get like, I'm not even gonna shoot back. Because I want to get destroyed, because I want to get a normal lobby for once. And then you do that for a couple of games, and then you get sent down to a much lower level, and then you get into that one game, and then you kick everybody's ass, and you're immediately sent back up to your normal 1.5, kind of KD lobbies. So doing that doesn't even help, except for one game. It's kind of like what we were talking about with the cooldowns in this. Like, you get it for one game, one 45-minute game every 72 hours. You get one 45-minute block that I can use my Scorcher? Are you kidding me? Not good enough. The main thing a lot of people overlook when it comes to pretty much all first-person shooters is centering, and it makes a huge difference. Yes, it really does. Your aimer should be exactly where people are going to most likely come from at all times. I'm bad at that as well. My aimer would be like up in the top left and whatever. My reticle. And it's just kind of floating over here, doing over there, or it's looking down. It's not level. But yeah, it's a huge part of it. They even have skill-based and ranked too. I mean, ranked is skill-based. I haven't touched ranked this game. They banned snipers. They banned snipers, so I'm uninterested. I wasn't aware. I don't think I've ever played ranked mode in any COD. I might have more fun. It's just the whole, like, you have 3 game modes, and it's, you guys tell me what you think. Back in the day, back in when we had jetpacks, uplink to me, is the best third game mode of all time for competitive Call of Duty. I'm always going to love Hardpoint as like my number one. And then most people love S&D. I actually don't. But Uplink was so much fun to watch, man. Was so much fun to watch. I think it was even more fun to watch than Hardpoint back in the day. Like BO3, all three of those games actually. AW, BO3, IW, Infinite Warfare. Loved it. Control, I am done with Control, man. Like, I normally watch. I've been watching Call of Duty, competitive Call of Duty, basically since BO3, or like at the end of Advanced Warfare. Right when I started playing the game, I started getting into that stuff. I didn't know there was such a thing as competitive Call of Duty, and then I started playing and like finding videos on YouTube how to get better and whatever. By the way, if there is some kind of zombies related like videos you think I should be making, like should I put out like tutorial type? This is how to, since we're going back to round based zombies, like should I make videos on like this is how you train, like literally to train zombies around and do whatever? Like, is there stuff like that you guys think I should make? Feel free to leave suggestions in the chat, in the comment section of a video, or of the live stream as a VOD or whatever. Feel free to leave comments of what you think, the stuff you would like to see. But anyhow, yeah. So like, I got into it back then, and I don't know, whatever. I mean, I don't want to keep repeating myself, but the nice thing about ranked is more people play the objective instead of just chasing kills because you got to do the objective to win. Yeah. I'm done with Control. Control that's where I kind of left off. I kind of forgotten, but yeah, Control. It was fun for what BO4 is when it started, right? It was like, oh, it's different. Like you don't know which side they're gonna go to. Do you send one guy over here to check, and then they bum rush the other side? Oh shit, get over there real quick, and it was kind of fun. But now, I don't know. I don't know if it's just the maps don't lend themselves to it, or I'm just kind of over that mode. But I think they really, really. I'd rather watch Capture the Flag than Control at this point. And they haven't had Capture the Flag, hasn't been a competitive mode since BO3, right? I don't think Capture the Flag was not a competitive mode in IW. So, oh, you know what they had in World War II though, and World War II was all right. It was a little bit slow. They tried to have uplink in World War II. You remember it? Like the objective, the goal was on the ground, and it was like a half a dome kind of a thing, and you had the leather ball. And I don't think anybody really played it, man. And that's when they went back to Capture the Flag for that year. That's right. All right, I've been babbling for 40 minutes. Good here. Is there anything else, or should we just leave it for the day and come back tomorrow? If they go back to round-based zombies, there will be a lot of things you can do video-wise. In general, though, I'd just say joking with your friends in game is kind of the bread and butter of videos. Well, if I had any friends, I would do that, but I don't. Yeah, I mean, we 100%, by the way, the new game coming out, Black Ops 6, is going to be round-based. There is also a 100% chance, no, a 99.9% chance that there will be more Outbreak. And by Outbreak, I mean what we just played here on MW3. This is referred to as Outbreak in-house at the studios. And you got to remember the track created Outbreak for Cold War. It did very well for them for Cold War and for Zombies players, like getting up the player count and bringing on new players. It did a great job as far as that goes. So, like I said, there's a 99.9% chance that more Outbreak zombies, open world zombies, let's just call it open world zombies, returns to Cold War. There is a 100% chance that round-based is coming back. And supposedly there are 2 maps upon release. If rumors are true, there's going to be, like they've done the last couple of years, there's been the early access for digital pre-orders for the campaign, like week early. And the rumors are for this year, it's actually zombies that we're going to get early access to. So what I'm thinking of is there's going to be 2 maps, like on disc maps. Let's put it that way. And then if you digitally pre-order, we're going to get early access to one of them, and that the other one won't be available until like the day and date of release, the full release. So it's supposed to be, from what I understand, late, quote unquote, late October. Let's just say that's like October 21st. Just pick a number. And the game itself will actually come out like the 28th. So, like the full game comes out the 28th, or whatever. The game comes out the 21st, and then we get access to the map from the 14th, early. So you get it a week or so early. There's other people that have been talking about like, it could be even up to 3 weeks early, though. To me, that sounds a little bit. I don't know about that, but I don't know. We'll see. Do you not communicate with other streamers? Yeah, no. Some of them I do for sure. Yeah. I'm friends with Glitching Queen and Greg FPS. Although Greg he's not really doing a lot of he's not really streaming at all, and not doing too much with the videos lately because he's busy working a real job to do this. So and I do like I said, this is a friend of mine that I do play with from time to time. So, and I play with a couple of you guys also from time to time. So. Yeah, next month, June 9th, is the reveal. It's the Black Ops 6 reveal. Well, is it Black Ops 6? Is it called Black Ops 5? Is it called Black Ops Gulf War? All that stuff is going to be revealed. June 9th, Xbox is doing a presentation. I'm going to be live streaming it. It can't get here fast enough. It's a full month from now. But to me, it can't get here fast enough just so we can start honing in on it a little bit. Because there's, again, with Modern Warfare 3, there's just not much to do or talk about or get excited about it anymore. There's just not. I mean, there's nothing left really to do. People are saying that Forsaken was the easiest Easter egg in Cold War. Yeah, I would agree with that. I definitely agree with that, actually. Forsaken, the only hard part of Forsaken to me is honestly, it's when you activate the little thing from the table and you go down the street to the boss fight, that's the hard part. There's that little walk down there. I wish you luck with your streams, dude. You seem like a genuine guy. You deserve. I appreciate you, Bacon. Hey man, come back. Be here for the streams. Check it out. It will help me. The only one I can't do solo. Well, you can't do yet solo, Mitchell. And there's different things. There's also things, various maps. Like people talk about. This baffles me. You guys can tell me whether you agree with this or not. There's the whole thing when Black Ops 4 came out. There's we're having the hardcore Easter eggs. Then there's the easier Easter, the hardcore, medium, easy, and the hardcore one was Voyage of Despair. The middle one was Blood of the Dead. And the easy one was 9. I don't think so for any of that. One, I think out of those 3, Voyage is probably the easiest. Blood of the Dead is probably the hardest map that there is, at least solo. Overtaking BO2 Origins as the hardest map to do solo. And 9 has so many steps to do. The actual steps themselves aren't necessarily that difficult, but there's so many of them. The first time you get into that boss fight, if you're doing that again solo, I'm always when I'm discussing these things, I'm always saying solo because I'm a solo player. Doing it with 4 people it's going to be way different than doing it as one person. But the first time you're completing 9, you're probably not getting into that boss fight until the high 20s, round 20, 26, 28, maybe even 30, 31, before you're actually in the boss fight because of just how many steps there are. And when you're not familiar with those steps, you're probably going to mess it up, or you failed it because you didn't do it fast enough, or you didn't the symbols where you have on the big obelisk thing. You have to kill the elemental zombies in order, and you have to do 2 rounds of that. You know, so it's like you get to kill the electric one, and then the tiger, and then a gladiator, and then fire zombie, and then you do that. Like, okay, and you're still locked in that same temple, and then you have to kill a tiger, then a poison one, then a not the gladiator, but the other guy. What was his name? The berserker or whatever he was called. And then you have to kill the blight father. Like, okay, not easy to do, man. Definitely not easy to do. And there's just so many steps to it. And the final kind of lockdown when you're down, I mean, granted, you have your shield right there. You can keep buying it, but it's not easy at all, man. Definitely not easy at all. I don't think there's anything in BO4 that really I would classify as easy. Alpha Omega being the easiest. But even that, it's like that boss fight, for whatever reason, just speaking as like you can't do it Forsaken solo. For whatever reason, it's not that hard of a boss fight, but it threw me. I mean, the 9 boss fight's probably the easiest out of them all, but like for whatever reason, just like the Alpha Omega Easter egg is just the boss rather is just, oh man, what kind of content do I want to do? For the most part, I mean, I enjoy streaming is my biggest thing. I like playing. Like for me, playing the game, experiencing it as we're going is great. I make guides and do all that kind of stuff. I don't generally make like, I hopped onto the game and this crazy thing happened and here's blah, 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 whatever. It's more of like guides, or even if it's not like a straight guide, it's like, hey, I've been using this gun lately and it's great and here's why, that kind of stuff. Anyway, if you like open world RPGs, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 drops later this year, probably in the fall. I have no idea what that is, Philly. But the fall is going to be, that's when the new Call of Duty comes out, so I'm going to be pretty goddamn busy. So you like to be informative? I mean, I like to run my mouth. I don't know if I'm informative, but I keep flapping my gums. Like if Call of Duty Zombies podcast were successful, I could have a very successful podcast. Okay, now it's closing out in an hour. I've just been kind of yapping, and my voice is starting to go. I'm getting tired. All right, so tomorrow, this is what we're gonna do. Let me look at my. So again, the only problem is right now is doing another Dark Aether run. Is I have to go back to tier 4 because I don't have an Elder Sigil, and I need to have an Elder Sigil to go to tier 5 again. But I only have 1 Aether Blade right now, and I only have 1 Golden Armor. There's the regular Sigil. So I need to get my cooldowns cooler. So even by tomorrow, I can do contracts like during the day and just kind of bang some stuff out and reduce it some more and some more. But I don't know if it'll even be ready to go tomorrow. It's possible we do another Skur Ritual stream tomorrow, but it'd probably be this. All things COD Zombies news with a little comedy. Yeah, pretty much, Bacon. That's pretty much exactly it. I'm looking at these the new schematics, like, why? I'm seriously just like eyeballing it right now, just staring at it like dead wire detonators. And then I looked over that sergeant spray like, are you kidding me? Like, the thing is, if you could find a sergeant spray on the map, like it didn't take up any spots, it take up a spot in your rucksack when you load it in. Because you need so many things to go into this game to be successful, right? If you're gonna go, like, if you're just hanging on tier 1, tier 2, it doesn't matter. You can, everything you want, you can just pick up on your way. Even tier 3, really, you can just kind of gradually move your way up. The only thing you're gonna be kind of hurting for if you're going to tier 3 is if you don't bring in a good ether tool, right? Everything else, though, you can always do. But like, if you could just find or have the Sergeant's Beret on and it didn't take up a slot, it wouldn't be bad because you don't want to like stop all the time. Like you're just trying to do this other contract over here. Maybe it's an HVT contract or whatever you're doing, and then you happen to be across the way because they've added so many mercenaries to the map that you're getting shot in the back as you're doing a friggin' HVT contract. But they've only added in the extra mercenaries because they had to have a reason to justify the sergeant's beret because there was nothing else for them to make. And this dead wire detonators thing, like, did it really do anything much at all? Like, I'm sure it did something, but what really? And then, for the life of me, the golden mask filter makes zero sense to me whatsoever. Because it will break if you stay in the gas, and if you stay in the storm. So what's the point of it? Because the durable gas mask will break if you stay in the storm. If you go to an ammo pile and just refill it, it heals itself. Does it last a little bit? So we're going to have like a regular gas mask, a durable gas mask, and like a super durable gas mask? Seems dumb to me. Kingdom Come Deliverance is, in my opinion, probably the best indie RPG ever made. Came out in 2018. Okay, I'll look it up. I mean, honestly, there's flat out no way if it's coming out in the fall that I'll even remotely have time to play it even once. I got to be honest, but I'll check it out just out of curiosity. The original game, I'll check that out. Okay, so I will be on tomorrow. What we're gonna play as of now, honestly, I don't know. We'll be here though, and hopefully we can at least do a tier 4 run tomorrow. So we'll do this again tomorrow. We can at least make a tier 4 run, and then hopefully our cooldowns will be like cooled down enough that we can have another ether blade and another armor, and we can do a tier 5 solo run as well. All right, that's it. Have a great night. It was good to meet a couple of the new people here. Hope you guys will come back and check out more streams and videos to come. All right, see you later.